Accountability in higher education. Thank you all very much for joining us again. I want to now recognize Ranking Member Foxx.
Thank you, Madam Chairman, and I want to thank our witnesses for being here today. This is an issue that we are all very much concerned about, and it's an issue that's getting a lot of attention. But I have to be honest, I've been very disappointed in what I've heard from my colleagues in what was supposed to be a bipartisan hearing. So I'd like to take a step back from all this partisan dialogue here and remind my colleagues why we're here and why we're holding this hearing, at least why I thought we were having this hearing. I thought we were here for students. We want to make sure there's accountability in how institutions are serving students. It's too easy to group bunches of institutions together and say these schools aren't serving students. But in reality, we're talking about people's lives. Every student that isn't served well is a life that is losing time, losing potential, losing its impact. That is why we're here. These individuals are the reason we should be here. And to sit here and grind a tired old axe against certain types of institutions you don't like is just disgraceful. This should be a conversation about all students, all institutions, all taxpayer dollars. We need to look at some stats. College X has a graduation rate of 44%, and its graduates make an average of $34,600 after they graduate. College Y has a graduation rate of 10%, and its graduates make an average of $28,700 after graduation. College Z has a graduation rate of 27%, and its graduates make an average of $31,300 after graduation. In my examples, ECPI, a 2-year for-profit, is College X. Hudson Community College is a 2-year public school, and that is College Y. And Savannah State University is a 4-year public. And if my colleagues on the other side of the aisle want to talk about protecting taxpayer dollars, we should be talking about protecting all taxpayer dollars, which includes the approximately $50 billion a year public institutions across the country get from the hardworking taxpayers in their states, in addition to the $76 billion taxpayer dollars at the federal level. Approximately 20 million lives are at stake here, and for a majority of this population, if they fail, the chances are small that they will ever try again. Therefore, it's really disappointing that my colleagues have spent the entire hearing talking about a sector that enrolls only approximately 10% of the total population. I've said from the beginning that from the beginning of our process, that post-secondary education systems are not serving students well. And that's what we need to be talking about in these hearings. And that's why we need comprehensive reform. I thought there was bipartisan agreement around the idea of wholesale reform, but I'm now seeing that really that isn't the case, and that's a true shame. Dr. Brittingham, I'd like to ask you a question. Can you provide the committee with more information about how graduation, retention, loan default, and loan repayment rates will be used as part of your organization's review process? Why did your agency decide to undertake this effort, and what successes have you seen from it so far? To what extent are other accrediting bodies beginning to use these student outcome metrics in their respective processes?